Welcome to Real Money Talks podcast. I'm your host, Khalid. This is the first episode. It's going to be many episodes. I'm going to drop at least 2 a week with a lot of breaking news updates. We're on all platforms. Please go and subscribe. TikTok, Real Money Talk 7. Instagram, Real Money Talk 7. YouTube, Real Money Talks. Twitter, Real Money Talks. The reason I started this channel, man, is to help my people out because 99.9% of what we was taught in school, his story. 100% pure fabrication, nothing but lies. They told us that this paper money, right, in our pocket, these big-faced men, they saying that this is real money, right? It's not. This is what you call a fiat currency. It has no backing. The only backing it has is the backing of our government's word to pay its debts. That's it. We $33 trillion in debt. We ain't got to talk about that because we know they ain't paying that debt. They ain't paying no debts. So how do we get in this position? We're going to go back to 1932. 1932, right? Our money was backed by gold. They were interchangeable, meaning that they were both of equal value, the paper money and the hard asset. You could go to the bank teller, hand them a $20 bill, and they would give you a 1-ounce gold coin, a 1-ounce gold bar. You could hand them a 1-ounce gold bar, and they would give you a $20 bill. 1933 comes along, Great Depression, stock market crash, right? We bankrupt. To get out of bankrupt, the president, who was then FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, orders all United States citizens to turn in all their gold coins, gold bullion, and gold certificates, right? Or you're going to go to jail for like 5 years and you're going to get a $10,000 fine. $10,000 back then is probably about $2 million today. So people turned in their gold. Check out what your corrupt president did. He raised the price of gold. Then they started handing out these Federal Reserve notes. Better yet, a debt instrument. Has no backing. It's only backed by the word. And we know they word ain't shit. Straight up. So you can no longer redeem your money for gold. It's a Federal Reserve note and it's known as fiat currency. All fiat currencies have an expiration date, right? So you fast forward to 2023. This is why our money ain't worth shit. Now, they sped up the process. They sped up the process in 2020. Let me peep game while we dealing with so much inflation, right? Because this is all a setup. 100% a setup. Follow me down this rabbit hole. 2020, we get hit with that thing that came from over there, that 19 thing. Yeah, they shut the world down, correct? Indeed. We're going to focus on right here. We shut down. Nobody working. What do? They start printing money. See, this is where we're going to get this inflation from them printing money. See, I know you think that inflation is just the rapid rise of prices of goods and services. But how did you get there? You got there by your government inflating your money supply. That is the true definition of inflation. It is the rapid rise of pricing of goods and services because of the inflating of the money supply. I can't inflate the money supply, neither can you. So we're going to get to 2020 and they start printing all this money. Everybody gets a stimulus check. The unemployment was a fiasco and fraudulent, right? People was scamming unemployment. People was scamming the PP loans. The corporations was getting big loans. They don't have to pay it back. And what did they do? They bought back their own stock. So now everything is inflated, right? Now, peep this. So inflation is when you have too much money and not enough goods. So you got 10 cars and everybody got money. So we're all fighting over 10 cars. That's why the price goes up. Housing, food, everything. But how did this happen? This happened on purpose. 2020, remember? They wasn't letting no cargo ships dock and unload for almost a year. All because of this alleged 19. So now we don't have the amount of goods that we're supposed to have, but we got all this money. Now it's not enough goods. They raise the price. Don't get me started on how much money they printed for foreign aid, because the number's astronomical. $1 billion to Ukraine. What the fuck Ukraine done for us? I'm a veteran. Yeah, I served in the Desert Storm. Wasn't no Ukrainians out there doing fighting with us. None. This shit is a big fiasco. Over $1 billion to Ukraine. So all of this printing of money is why our money supply is so inflated, and they want to keep on sending more money, right? Don't let me get started on the immigrants that's coming over here, that they giving a credit card with about $2,500 on it, a phone, putting them up in a plush hotel, because I've been to the hotel, the Roosevelt in Manhattan. Yeah, that's all money they got to print. But the people that live here, what about the veterans that fought in wars? Y'all not giving them a credit card for $2,500? I'm gonna tell y'all on the really real. If you don't got this, hold on. They also said, this was told to me by somebody I trust on the inside. They said when this shit go down, right, the first thing they're gonna do is shut down the banks, where you only gonna be able to get probably $100 out the ATM, right? So if you don't got small bills, ones and fives, if you got hundreds, nobody gonna want to give you no change for nothing. Change is gonna be scarce. Go get you some singles, man. Go get you some fives, man. You know what I'm saying? Go get you some fives and singles, because you're going to need it. Gold, silver, make sure you got non-perishable. Make sure you got a lot of water, canned goods, generator, solar, gas. They got the light bulbs that recharge themselves. Make sure you get those, and keep your head on a swivel, man. Because this shit that they perpetrating on us is bullshit, especially with our money. 100%. It's just, it don't make no sense. But it do make sense if you understand. You know, this shit is all planned. They don't do nothing without a plan. And they put this plan in effect a long time ago. Peace and love to the next episode. Real Money Talks Podcast.